World Tree Productions presents The Plus One Eco Odyssey, a new reality TV series highlighting 7 amazing young eco-entrepreneurs from across the globe who are competing to win a $50,000 prize and a 12-month mentorship to scale their business. This season is all about water, our most precious resource. Watch as these entrepreneurs tell us what they are doing to solve the climate crisis from their corner of the world.
Welcome back to the Plus One Eco Odyssey. I'm Shaylin Wabigijic, the show host. Today we meet Khushi, a young eco-entrepreneur from the United States. She's developed a smart water irrigation system. This system uses AI sensoring to only irrigate when needed.
In the Hindi language, my name literally translates to happiness, something that I strive to feel and spread to everyone I meet. Happiness to me is good food, laughter, and chasing sunsets. But more importantly, it's a world of equality for all, especially with fundamental human rights like water. Growing up in the US and Europe, I took my resources for granted until a trip to India in middle school. Witnessing people walk miles just to access clean water opened my eyes.
My name is Khushi Shah and I'm the founder and CEO of Drizzle.
I've always had a passion for technology and sharing my big ideas with the world, so I created Drizzle for my science fair that year.
I wanted to do something to help reduce unnecessary water usage so it can be allocated towards the places that we really need it to be. There was a moment when I saw that someone had their sprinklers on in the rain, and that was kind of my aha moment when I realized that irrigation is a sector in which we can reduce the water usage immensely to really allocate our water where it needs to be the most. Looking for ideas for a science fair project at that time, I was told to observe things that I wanted to make better in my society. That's when Drizzle was born. At the time, I had called it E-Code. That was the first name of the product. And I did the science fair that year, got a bunch of awards, and I talked to a bunch of people. A year after that, I started attending a STEM boarding high school, and that really opened my eyes to the world of innovation and entrepreneurship, which is something that I've always been interested in but didn't have much exposure to. So I learned a lot more about that, and I was looking for business ideas as to what I could pursue at pitch competitions. And then I realized I already have a business idea, and now I can turn it from a project to a product.
Hi everyone, hi judges. My name is Khushi Shah. I'm from Peoria, Illinois, and I'm the founder and CEO of E-Code LLC.
So currently I'm in London, spending my first year of university studying abroad here. This experience has been absolutely life-changing for me. For the past few years, I've been living in Peoria, Illinois, a very suburban town. So being in this big urban city has been really great for pushing me out of my comfort zone and trying new things. I've met so many cool people, had so many amazing new experiences. And I'm even looking forward to doing more study abroad experiences in the future. One of the coolest things about being here in London is that my school and the accommodation that I'm living in are all within 10 minutes of the Tower Bridge and many other iconic London landmarks. This is Northeastern University, London. It's where I'm studying abroad for my first year of college. I'm currently studying computer science and business and entrepreneurship. I've taken a gap year instead of my senior year of high school to work full-time on Drizzle and see, do I really like this, do I enjoy this, and how can I expand? The experiences that I got within that year were just so awesome that I knew I had to continue it. And going into college, I wanted to study something that would be able to give me better skill set in this area. So computer science, because I'm super interested in the technology aspect and creating my own technologies and innovations. And then business and entrepreneurship, because obviously I love having my own business and being a tech entrepreneur is something that I want to pursue long term. The drizzle technology consists of two main parts: the underground humidity sensor and the corresponding app. When a user purchases a drizzle kit, they will take the provided sensor or sensors and insert them into the ground like this. The user will connect their sensors to their personalized app account via Bluetooth. Once they have done that, they need to input two simple pieces of information. The first being their zip code, which will pull up a constantly updating weather forecast for their location. And then they also need to insert their plant type, which will allow a proprietary plant database to gather information on the humidity requirements for their specific plant, and then also consider the readings of the current humidity levels from the sensor.
Using the plant database, the weather database, and other pieces of information from the sensor and the app, Drizzle is able to take this information farther by plugging it into our proprietary AI and mathematical models.
Once all of this information has been inputted by the user, the Drizzle magic will take over and only irrigate when the lawn needs to be irrigated. The user will receive one of three notifications: on, meaning that their irrigation system needs to be turned on; off, meaning that it doesn't need to be turned on; and postpone, meaning that their plant or land does need to be irrigated, but weather is forecasted in the next 48 hours, so it will be postponed. So there are two ways that Drizzle can run. One is manually, and there's also an automatic version that can be done with the correct regulations, where the app is connected to the sprinkler system itself, and then it would automatically turn on and off as suggested by the app. So as more and more residential users continue to use Drizzle, and with the upcoming summer pilots, Drizzle plans to collect data on how frequently lands were irrigated, where they were irrigated the most, the plant types, the accuracy of the app itself, and then also collect data that will help us determine more accurate financial and sustainable savings to help better present and improve the company.
Hi, it's August 23rd, 2024, and we are installing the first right here in Peoria.
It's a good thing.
Growing up, a lot of my life around a lot of agriculture, I think that's definitely helped me understand a lot more applications for Drizzle. Obviously, every home in the suburban area that I'm from has its own sprinkler system, so that was already one very obvious application that I had seen. Seeing just acres and acres of farmland really opened my eyes to a huge other market that Drizzle has the potential to impact. And also it showed me that Drizzle can also have a commercial side to it as well. Every year before the start of a new year, I like to create a vision board for the upcoming year, just a list of goals and things that I want to try and accomplish. So I was making my vision board for this year, and one of the things that I'd written for a professional goal was to be on a TV show. I didn't know how I was going to make this happen, but a couple of weeks after that, I had received an email from one of my mentors actually that I had in high school. He shared that there was this really cool opportunity for eco businesses to be on this reality show, and that he thought Drizzle would be the perfect fit for that. I immediately jumped on the opportunity to look more into it and do the interview and apply to the whole show. Growing up, all the reality shows I've seen have either been about like celebrities or the arts or cooking or any other fields, and while those are all very interesting, I've always longed to see a reality show about entrepreneurship, and especially young entrepreneurs, because I haven't had many role models in that sense that I can really relate to. So I think this is a great platform to inspire other young people to make the same difference as well. My teachers played a huge role in inspiring me in taking my middle school science fair project to a full-time business. It definitely wasn't easy. I didn't really know anything about water conservation or programming or sensors to start off with. So they helped me learn the ins and outs of all these topics, helped me get connected with the right people. And then of course my parents were a huge support to me throughout the whole process as well.
One thing she's always been is a leader.
Now retired, former Dunlap Middle School teacher Cindy James says it takes exposure to teach kids about new and emerging career fields.
And I've taught several kids that never had coded before in their life, and you give them that little experience. One of the languages I teach is Scratch, and I've had students write me and say, you know, they never knew anything about that until they took that class, and now they're going to school to be computer programmers. So it's very rewarding to be able to teach that.
Throughout high school, with the help of my mentors who were at my STEM high school, and then also just the middle school teachers that I started with as well, they've kind of seen me go through this whole journey of developing this through pitch competitions, accelerators, my gap year, and now having it as an actual product. So it's definitely come a long way. When I first created it, I did not think I would still be working on this project. And I guess it really showed me the power of just like innovating small things, and you'll never know where they go.
I've had the pleasure of knowing Khushi since she was 11 years old. I had her in my student council as a delegate for 3 years. So that was her entire middle school career. She was working for me in my student council as one of the top leaders that we had. And I also had an honor of being her 7th grade science teacher. The moment that I knew that Khushi was someone special and that she had that special something to do great things was when she ran for one of the 7 district representative spots at our leadership convention for the IAJHSC student council stuff, and she didn't win. She was first runner-up. She handled that defeat with so much class and so much dignity. She was so happy for the person that did win. She thanked everyone for their support, and she genuinely was gracious for just having the opportunity to be able to run for office in this spot. She came back stronger than ever, and she ended up being our president for my student council, and she did great things.
With recognition from everyone from NASA to Google and the city of Peoria officially naming August 6th after her.
In honor of her high school graduation, her leadership, and her standing as a role model in our city, we celebrate her current and future success. Do hereby proclaim August 6, 2022 as Khushi Shah Day in Peoria, Illinois.
She says she's not looking for accolades. Her goal is simple.
I've been able to turn my business into an LLC, file for a patent, and then I've also been working with a lot of different accelerator programs and going to different competitions to find investors and mentorship to really take this to the next level. So winning the $50,000 prize would really help me accelerate the progress in global expansion for Drizzle, really where it's needed most, maybe in communities where water resources are limited and irrigation needs to be closely monitored. So I think winning the big $50,000 prize will really help me travel to a lot of these places and kind of observe how I can best develop and cater this product to the people that need it the most, and how I can continue to make an even bigger sustainable and financial impact in the world. My experience with the show so far has been awesome. I didn't really know what to expect, and I was really excited for that because everything was kind of a surprise, and I've loved all the surprises and all the challenges that we've had so far. I would really encourage anyone that is interested in eco businesses or is working on their own products and projects to apply for season 2. It's an amazing experience, and it's so cool to know that there are people all over the world making differences in this field.
There is an international reality TV show that you're going to be a part of. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I was one of the 7 contestants on the +1 Eco Odyssey. It's a reality TV show focused around eco entrepreneurs and what they're building to make an impact in the world.
You are way ahead of your time.
Thank you.
And when most people hear reality TV, they think drama or whatever. So it's nice to see that it's something like this educational that's inspiring the next generation.
A piece of advice that I would give to any other younger person looking to become an entrepreneur is just to go for it. Step out of your comfort zone, find something you're passionate about. The more passionate you are about an idea, the more likely you are to really take it to the finish line and make a difference. So always kind of stay true to yourself and your mission, and make a difference with your ideas. Don't be scared to do so.
It's students like Khushi, it's achievements like her, and her ability to be able to want to help others that definitely makes her 1 in a million.
The past 5 years, I have transformed Drizzle from a project to a globally recognized residential, commercial, and agricultural product with the potential to save big. Staying true to its mission of making a global impact, I've traveled to over 20 countries and am currently on my first solo travel expedition. All while being a freshman in university, these experiences continue to fill me with wonder and inspiration that push me even further to develop solutions that can bring change and happiness for all.
So as eco-businesses have started to become more and more prevalent as Gen Z, it is our responsibility to kind of tag on to this and start making a difference no matter how big or small with our own ideas and businesses. Eco-businesses are a great way to make an impact because you can really focus in on a single niche problem or market that you have noticed in your community and innovate something or create a better way to do something. I think it's really important that we start shaping our future now because this is our home. This is going to be home to all of our future generations, and in order to protect and preserve this beautiful place that we have, Earth, it's important that we start taking action now.
It's challenge time! This week's challenge is called My Own Ad, where contestants had just 20 minutes to create a 15-second ad using up to 2 props to promote their business. The winning ad will be published on our YouTube channel's Shorts section. Please drop a comment for the winner.
The 15-second ads were quite interesting. A founder of a startup needs to wear so many different hats, including marketing their own brand and being their marketing chief.
My advice to any entrepreneur that's really trying to get across a message of who they are in a very, very short period of time is make it accessible. Assume that the person you're communicating to knows nothing about soil health or water meters. So make it really understandable to the layperson. If you have to explain it to your grandmother, how would you frame it? And use visuals. I really valued making it real, very tangible and approachable.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how you guys did it. 15 seconds is such a short period of time to get across so many things. So I don't know how any of you completed it, but nice job.
In our fast-paced world, let's take a second to slow down. With Drizzle, the smart way to irrigate. The opportunity to save big. Help the world with a smart way to irrigate with Drizzle.
Khushi, very, very slick production. Really put together well. I know what it does. Been really focusing in on this is who I am, this is the problem we're trying to solve, and this is the product which is unique in the marketplace.
Look at this magnificent creature. Sharks are vital to marine ecosystems, and it's time we protect them now. With the Shark Safe barrier, you can. It protects both humans and sharks and maintains the integrity of marine ecosystems. Buy yours now.
Kezia, I thought you had really nice use of your backgrounds. Good use of the shark and the Shark Safe barrier banner behind you. I thought there was a good, clear explanation of your product. You were a little rushed at the end, but like I said, 15 seconds is such a short period of time that I thought you did a really nice job.
Without water, your crop will die, but if you have EF polymer, your crop will thrive. Use EF polymer today to save water in your crop.
Narayan, for your ad, I loved the simple explanation and demo of the dying plants and the living plants. I thought that really helped to solidify what you're doing. The one thing that I think you could have done a little bit better was to include your company name. You did include the name of your product, but make sure you're getting across your company name as well. I think it's important to make sure those two are tied together.
So much better. Oh, like sample video. The solar panels and the whole lot. Yep. But we are that way.
I've seen trash like this in your water. What if we could keep it clean?
We imagined it and we built it.
Presenting to you Clearbot, an unmanned solar charged machine that can clean any water body. If you're interested, get in touch with us today.
All right, Sid, I thought you did a nice job with your ad. You mentioned your company name, you explained your product very clearly. Obviously behind you, you had the boat and trash in the water. So I thought it was really clear in your ad what it is you're doing. I thought it was very impactful. Helped to see immediately what it is you're doing and the impact that you're having on the environment. So well done.
Imagine this is water flowing through your pipes. As you can see, there's both water and air bubbles. Your water meter doesn't know the difference between the two, and so you pay for both. Our valve compresses the air. You only pay for your water, saving you up to 30%.
I thought Greg made his solution come to life. It was for real. I mean, pouring water into a beaker and communicating that there's water and there's air. I take the air out. It was a really, really nice touch.
If you are a brand or a manufacturer that makes clothing, specifically clothing with a little bit of stretch, and you're not able to meet your sustainability goals, come talk to us at Fiber.bio. We have a solution, a sustainable solution for stretchy fibers, aka something that can replace your spandex, polyester, and nylon.
Jaya, the video had no products in there. The messaging, rather than actually using the product or prompts that they have as a way of selling the idea. So at some point, they can build a better advertisement to solve the problem.
This is what your farm looks like. Our company, Puri, will provide a solution for a charger for your farm and the vitamin pill for your farm. Your farm will look like this. This is our eco solution, Puri.
Ivan was very clever in his ad. It was clarity. It was an image. It wasn't him. It was the problem he's trying to solve. I thought it was pretty clever, you know, in terms of, as I recall, vitamins and a cable, you know, it was okay. I think everyone could get that.
Here are the contestant results for this week on the +1 leaderboard. Congratulations to Khushi, who won today's challenge. Wow, what a super creative ad! Show her some love on our YouTube channel. We'll post her winning later today. Here are the contestants' cumulative scores. Sid remains atop the leaderboard, with Jaya just 5 points behind him, and Khushi has secured the number 3 spot. Depending on next week's challenge, it could still be anyone's game.
Statistically, the people that are most impacted by climate change are marginalized and underrepresented women. So as a woman of color myself, this is something that's very close to my heart because I've seen this firsthand. I'm very privileged to have the life I have and to be making the difference, that I have the platform to make the difference. It's really important that we really focus in on addressing all of these issues now, and that we also give these women and other marginalized people the opportunity to voice their ideas, because you never know when we're going to find the next big idea. Whenever I introduce myself or present myself in front of a VC firm or a potential investor, I really want them to see the company for what it is and my passion for what it is, and the fact that, you know, I'm a woman or a person of color is just kind of like the cherry on top to that. I've noticed that there are a lot of VC firms that have like special funding put aside, you know, for people of color or women. And while I think that these programs are great and they're really helping us get to where we need to be, I really do look forward to seeing a world where there is just a good mix of people in this field, and that we don't need to set special funds aside for certain groups.
Today's eco tips are brought to you by our partner, the Nature Conservancy. Number 1. Support innovative groundwater technology and share solutions on social media. Number 2. Advocate for state and federal funding that supports sustainable water practices and agreements. And number 3. Advocate for water markets and water transactions with cities and irrigation districts. Let's all do our part to make this planet thrive for generations to come. Tune in next week when we have a final elimination round and challenge to see who will be going to the semifinals. The time to act is now. Especially as young people, it is our generation that must take the next step to protect all life on this planet. And for that, we need to protect water. Watch to see if your favorite contestant made it to the top of the leaderboard. There's still time for your favorite contestant to make it into the top 3 spots on the leaderboard and earn a place in the semifinals. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. And follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and more. We want to hear your comments. Who's your favorite contestant? See you next week.